And we are live. I was waiting for you to say it with me.
Sorry. One day we're going to get that down.
All right. Welcome, everybody. We're just going to give a few minutes for more people to join us tonight.
Hi.
So exciting.
We already posted a poll question, so if you could do us a humble favor. The first poll question of today is, are you participating in any Black History Month book events, readathons, or lives?
Yes. Hi, Tati.
Hey.
Hey. Hi, Miss Awesome Saucy. Who else we got in the house?
Man, you can really tell we've upgraded with technology because we would have never been doing this dual screen thing.
Never. I'm so excited for this announcement.
Me too. I think we're going in the right direction with this. So, yeah, if you're
All
here,
right.
that would be great.
So we have I'm going to give it about 2 more minutes, just waiting for people to come in, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Don't worry, guys. This isn't a full podcast. We're just doing an announcement today.
Oh, yeah. This is just an announcement. We're not going to be on here forever. Hey, Books of Brandy Shanae. Good to see you. 30 minutes or less. We're just going to announce and then take any questions, and that'll be it. So, Brittany, how's your day been? The way you just... Wow, you sound like the whole weight of the world is on your shoulders. What is going on?
It's not the weight of the world. It's just a couple frustrating things. That's all. I mean, it's a typical Tuesday for my office lately, so.
For those that don't know, our girl Brittany is a chemical engineer. I know. Yeah. Crazy. So whenever she talks about her job, I'm just like, because it's a lot.
There's a reason why I'm on here fresh-faced, because I just did not have the desire or energy to like cover it up today. So we're not. We're gonna just embrace it and pray for better things. However, the package for y'all don't know this since we're waiting. I'm throwing myself a birthday party. My birthday is this Saturday. I'm turning 33 wonderful years old, and I'm throwing myself a birthday party in my home. And the only thing that was literally keeping me from being fully excited was the fact that the dress that I ordered for my own birthday party did not come in.
Oh, wait. Brittany, you did not update me on this. It never came in?
It just I called the postal service like 20 million times in the past 48 hours because according to the tracking number, it said that it was delivered to my mailbox, but wasn't under my mailbox. And then I went to the gym, came back, and I came to check my mail, and it magically was stuffed in my mailbox with my mail for today. And I was just like, because I literally have everything else: cake, photographer, party decorator, food. I have everything else laid out but the dress. And then I ordered 7 dresses because I wasn't sure what my body was going to do. And of the 7, I can only fit 2 of them.
Really? Do you like the 2 though that fit?
So I'm not 100% in love with either one of them that I can fit. The one that I wanted to, oh my gosh, Tasha, we're birthday twins? Sorry.
What?
I love birthday twins. This is great. Oh my gosh, how old are you turning? I guess we're turning up together.
I stopped counting after 25. Every year I just tell people I'm turning 25.
Oh, I have no problem telling people that I'm getting older, because if you're not getting older, you're dead. That's what my grandma used to say. I was like, Grandma, you bring valid points. So yeah, I say all of that to say I'm not 100% in love with the outfit, but I've got 3 different wig options. I'm going to do my makeup. I've got lashes. I'm gonna be in some.
Wait.
You
You have to tell them the concept for your party because the concept is so good.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So turn up. We are doing the 30s really well. The theme for my birthday is Black Eden. That's what I call my garden anyway. So to get into my birthday party, you have to embrace your God form. So you have to show up in, granted, you have to show up in jewel tones with gold accents. That's the color scheme. And then you have to show up as if you were a deity. Like, what would you dress like with those color schemes? And my friends are very excited and said that they're showing up knowing the assignment. So I'm very, very excited. I'm being super extra. Like, the cake gets delivered on Saturday. I have nail appointments. I have everything. I'm being super extra for this birthday.
You deserve, okay? It's been 2 rough years for the world.
Yeah.
And you deserve to go all out, celebrate yourself, and have a good time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Pat. But yeah, so I know what you guys are here for. The 2022 Black Book Summit is here.
It's here. And before we get started, we're just going to do our intro for those of you who are new. Maybe you've never been here before, or you're one of our more recent subscribers. This is the Black Prose Club. And for us, Black lives, Black books, and Black voices, and Black stories have always mattered. So that is kind of the idea behind the Black Book Summit. We started it last year, and it was a great success. We do have a Black Book Summit 2021 playlist that you can go back and watch. We did have a little drama. Okay, can't be an event without drama. We're not gonna lie. We had some
mistakes, and we're good now.
We had some bumps in the road, but we're back.
Like, we're back. Also, we were reminded by Miss WOC Reader that, you know, we should not be going like so hard that we're exhausted during Black History Month, because Black History Month is a time to celebrate us.
Yes.
So while it's great that everybody is creating content and stuff, like, we were wore out from Black Book Summit last year. Like, that was a lot of work. Every Saturday, all I did was Black Book Summit stuff because it was just exhausting. And then we'd go to sleep afterward every Saturday. So this year we've decided that we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to have 2 panels this year, and we're going to have 2 podcasts this year.
So. Yes. So also, hi, Bethany. Welcome. Hey, Bethany. Everybody that's just joined us, welcome. So yes, we took some lessons from last year, like Brittany said. We didn't want to exhaust ourselves, but we still wanted to bring y'all quality content. We still wanted to start meaningful discussions and just, you know, enrich the community and also have a good time at the same time. So we have dialed back to just 2 panels, 2 podcasts. And it's still going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time like it was last year. And we're still going to be highlighting Black book and this Black book content creators and Black creators in general in the online community. And we're going to be also having some great discussions, I think. And I'm very, very intrigued to see what will come out of these discussions. So without further ado, Brittany, take it away.
Okay, so Tuesday, February 1st, we're having a podcast. This will just be Black Prose Club. We decided that we should also introduce ourselves, because while we're promoting other content creators, we also want to promote ourselves. So if you want to come chill with us on February 1st, we're kicking off Black History Month with a Let's Be Black and Chill session. No, we don't really know what we're going to talk about. I'm sure we're going to talk about how awesome it is being Black. I'm not sure. But we're going to wing it in a true podcast form. We might even introduce you guys to a new format. I don't know. We'll see. But we're starting off at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with our podcast. We'll be live for the podcast. Hey, Erica. But you'll be able to watch the playback if that's not a time that matches your time zone. We know everybody's in different time zones. So that's why we moved to panels to be earlier in the day on Saturdays.
And also feel free to bring your libations, you know, whether they be alcoholic, non-alcoholic. Feel free to bring your dinner, your snacks. We're going to be super relaxed. Brittany and I joke saying that we're probably going to wear our pajamas.
No, it's not a joke. I'm wearing my pajamas. It's like, no. I'm gonna I have a friend that likes to make drinks, and I'm gonna see if she can come up with something very random for a Black History Month inspired drink. I'm like, I need something that calls from the ancestors.
Right? If we do come up with like a cool signature cocktail, we'll try to post that on our socials, like, maybe like a couple days before Tuesday or something like that, if you're interested in making one, if we're able to get that together.
Yeah, but it's supposed to just be a chill session. Again, Black History Month is a time for us to celebrate us. So show up however you want to. Tell your friends. It's chill. We don't have a specific topic. We're just going to talk about how awesome it is being Black.
Exactly. And we only have 28 days, so we gotta squeeze every ounce of joy we can out of those 28 days.
Okay, Tati, I will ask her now. I'm sorry.
Tati said, look, get on it now. Oh my God, that's hilarious. So while Brittany does that, I just want to say, feel free to put in the chat if you have anything in particular you would like us to talk about on Tuesday, February 1st. By all means, feel free to put it in the chat. If you think of something after this announcement podcast, feel free to direct message us on Instagram, or you can email us. I think we usually have our email in our description box. I could be wrong. But feel free to reach out to us in whatever way feels the most comfortable. If there's just something that you're like, ooh, I really want y'all to talk about this on Tuesday, February 1st, then by all means, let us know, and we'll be more than happy to discuss things within reason.
Yeah. Okay. Ready to introduce the panels? Okay. So the first panel is It's Not a Reading Slump, It's a Pandemic.
Woo! Oh my gosh. I love this panel so much. So much. I'm obsessed with this panel.
We're going to let
you yes. So for this panel, we have our wonderful, amazing moderator. She's a book blogger. She is active on Instagram. She is one of our OG book club members, BPC members. And little known fact, thanks to her, we now have an award-nominated readathon. Naked Readathon. She did submit us for that, so we love her. But Isata will be moderating this panel. It's not a reading slump, it's a pandemic. And we have 3 amazing panelists. And for some reason, I cannot really read it very clearly on the screen. So I'm just going to pull it up real quick on my phone. So don't mind me. But essentially, the idea behind this panel, so Isata will be joined by, why can't I click on anything? I do not know. The idea behind this panel, sorry y'all, I need to pull it up on my phone because I cannot read it on there, is that we are essentially wanting to talk about how the pandemic has affected our reading. It's very famously said here on the online space, whether it be here on YouTube, on BookTube, or, on Instagram, on Bookstagram, or on Book Twitter, we hear the term reading slump a lot. And, we've talked about it ad nauseum here on the podcast, on here on BPC, how we don't believe in that. We don't believe in reading slumps. We believe that as readers, we're multifaceted and we have other interests, and we don't have to be reading 24/7. You don't need to be reading 15 to 20 books every month of the year to be considered a reader. You could go 3, 4, 5 months. You may even go a couple years without reading based on what's going on in your life. If you're doing other things, maybe you're focused on your career. So the idea behind this panel is basically to discuss that, and also to talk about how the pandemic has affected all of us. We're touching on mental health. We're talking about, one of our panelists is a bookseller, and shout out to Charm City Books, where he's a manager, but how the pandemic has affected book sales and retailers. So without further ado, our panelists are Courtney of Cocoa Chasing Adventures. That's where her handle, you can find her on Bookstagram. Yep. We also have Brianna of Breeze Bookish and Be Too Weird.
Yep.
And we have Brandon of b_rad.books. Now, if you want to try to, I know I said that pretty fast, but we have all these graphics on our Instagram. So if you want to go see and find these people,
They're
make
not all up yet, but they will be up throughout the week. So don't worry. We will make sure that you guys know every single panelist before their panel is done. Because the goal, again, is to also shout them out as well.
Yes, we'll be doing our panelist shout outs so you can get to know them a little bit more. If you want to check out their content, like I said, feel free to check out our Instagram feed where we'll be discussing, where we'll be displaying their handles more prominently. I know it's a little hard to see right here. Yeah. Brittany, you want to introduce the next panel?
Our next panel is what we're going to consider our important topic of the summit.
I love this panel.
And the title of this one is Our Book Content Creators, Real Reviewers. You guys know we've seen a little bit of this conversation going around on all of the book content areas. People who don't really necessarily take what we do as serious work. People who might take what we do too seriously. And thankfully, the wonderful Chloe from Thistle and Verse will be hosting this panel. If you've never participated or listened to a panel or a discussion hosted by Chloe, you're in for a wonderful treat. Chloe always comes with it. So we're very excited that she agreed to host this panel. We will be having 4 amazing panelists. And I too have to read them separately because my screen is way smaller than the screen that you guys are looking at. So we have Tiara from Book Nerd Spells. We have Davina. What up, man?
What up? The OG.
We figured out a perfect panel for you. It was great. We have Ambria from A Handful of Lit. And we have Jamila from Jamila Be Reading.
Yes.
So this is going to be, this is legit a Black Girl Magic podcast. So all of these people review books. And so we get to hear how they feel about what's considered a real reviewer. And I think this is going to be a great discussion, not only from the 5 people that are present for the panel, but in the discussion as well. So I think I don't know which one's going to be my favorite this year.
So hard. They're both so good. They're both so good.
It's like last year's panel, my favorite one was when Brie made us all cry. So
I know. It was so good. We were all in sync. Right. Also, the SFF one was amazing last year. So many good panels last year. It's hard to pick. So I just want to backtrack a little bit and emphasize the dates. So our introductory podcast is on Tuesday, February 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The second podcast so you may have noticed we are not going to be having a podcast or a panel the first weekend of February. That is the weekend, that's the 5th. No, we are not. So we are going to be taking.
I think Blackathon is probably doing something that Saturday. So there's plenty of other events that you'll be able to participate in that Saturday.
Absolutely. Please support everyone else that's doing amazing things. And also, we will be taking that time between the 1st, when we have our introductory podcast, and the 12th, when we have our first panel, to introduce you to the panelists so you can get to know them a little bit more. If you're not familiar with their content, you're not familiar with who they are, we'll be doing spotlights and kind of showing them off from the 1st up until the 12th, so that by the time we get to the 12th, you'll feel comfortable, you know exactly who these people are, and you'll be ready to join us for these panels. So the first panel, It's Not a Reading Slump, It's a Pandemic, will be on Saturday, February 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the second panel, Our Book Content Creators, Real Reviewers, is on Saturday, February 19th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Brittany, you want to introduce our final panel or our final podcast?
Okay, hold on. I put them in the wrong order, so there we go. So our very last Saturday of Black History Month, we decided instead of doing a third panel that we're going to add something very specific that matches the goals of Black Prose Club, and that is the Black Content Creator Shout Out Day. and we're going to wrap up Black Book Summit like we always do. But the purpose of this particular day is that we're just going to spend the whole time shouting out other Black content creators, Black book content creators that you should check out. Our goal is to not only expand your Instagram and your YouTube, but also expand your blog sphere. So we won't be the only one. So if you have people you want to shout out, you'll be able to shout them out in the comments. Kind of how like what we did with Naked when we started shouting out all those books. This time we're focusing on just shouting out the Black content creators. So that is the main mission always, is to uplift each other. So we figured what a good way to end Black History Month by shouting out other content creators. Also remembering that if you're shouting people out and you're following them, that you are making the conscious decision to also support their content, which means engagement. So we're not going to do anything that would mess up their numbers. But our goal is that not only will you subscribe or follow, but that you will actually engage with their content.
Yes, absolutely. And also, again, you'll have an opportunity to shout people out on this day as well. But if there is anybody that you would like to have a greater focus and you want us to include in our shout outs, because the people we choose to shout out, of course, we will have a greater emphasis on them. Please feel free to direct message us. We don't use our Twitter a lot. So if you're more of a tweeter, I'm so sorry. Please only Instagram DM us or send us an email, because I'm not going to lie to you. I can't remember the last time I checked out our Twitter. It's terrible.
I check Twitter once a week, guys.
Okay. I'm glad somebody's checking. It's like, can't remember.
I to say, like, don't write us on Twitter.
I don't even have Twitter anymore. After everything got so toxic last year, I just had to delete it. It was for my mental health.
Ma'am, I can't. That is all of the announcements that we have for the Black Book Summit. So if anybody has any questions or thoughts, we're going to leave a couple minutes for you guys to ask your questions. And that's basically the announcements for today. I'm very glad that we have visuals for you today, too.
I know. We've got to use this format way more.
We really do.
This is wonderful.
This is really, the visuals are very nice. Sound very conceited saying that since I made the visuals. It's okay.
So do y'all have any questions, concerns, anything? We're going to wrap it up here in about 5 minutes. But we're excited too, Stephanie. We're so excited. And I know, and in case anyone is wondering, there is a reason why we don't have anything romance going on. Because I know, like, you think February, not only do you think Black History Month, you think, like, Valentine's Day and all that, but we have a whole month where we'll be celebrating Black romance coming up during Naked. So we just wanted to save anything romance related for that month. And then we are literally going to drown y'all in Black romance content for an entire month.
Y'all going to be sick of it, and it's going to be okay.
Yes. We have so many great plans for this year. And I'm so happy that we get to kick things off with the Black Book Summit once again. I'm really thrilled that we have these amazing book content creators joining us to get a different perspective. We went with a lot of bookstagrammers and book bloggers this year, which I'm so thrilled about, shifting things a bit so that we can get their perspective, since they're doing a different medium from like the usual booktuber.
Yes, Tati, we're going to be Naked for a whole month. Y'all have been asking for Naked to be longer. We're giving it to you. Just, we're realizing that how much that's going to require planning. So
yes. I know. I'm like trying not to laugh when I read that.
Yeah, I was like,
all black all month long. Okay. It's going to be a great time.
I'm excited. It's going to be great. Because then, obviously at the end of Black Book Summit, we have to like give you a sneak peek for Throwback-a-thon. So like everything is literally like balls to the wall, go.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. Like, from here on out until May, we're just shooting off content. So this should be pretty fun. We also get Troy back.
I know. Things are starting off with the bang this year. All right. So if y'all don't have any questions, we are going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much. We just want to say real quick, we do have a Patreon. I don't know if the link is in the description or not. I feel like it is.
The screen.
That
but
too.
It's also in the description box.
Oh my gosh.
We're getting the Black Book Summit background for the month of February. So
yes, reading is fundamental. I don't know how I missed that, but we do have a Patreon, and we would really appreciate your support. It's just $5 a month. And what we're offering is our undying gratitude and sneak peeks on certain merch drops, early access to certain merch drops for certain exciting things coming up this year, will be exclusive to our Patreon members first. And we might even have certain merch only exclusive to our Patreon members. We'll have to see how things go with Patreon. But we've made it very affordable. It's just $5 a month. We would really appreciate your support. Otherwise, we are extremely grateful for all of the support that y'all have given us for the past 3 years and building up this platform to what it is today, that we can have amazing events and we can have all of these readathons and y'all can be excited. So thank you.
Also, Miss Awesome Saucy wanted to remind me that I will be reading romance exclusively for a week. And to be correct, I will be reading romance exclusively for 2 readathons. And I blame y'all for this. And so, like, just know I love y'all because
you're talking about the not your fave readathon.
Yeah, we've already been trying to formulate my TBR for Naked. So we'll see how this works. Anyways, the Black Book Summit starts on February 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we hope to see you all there.
Yes.
Don't forget to like this and subscribe if you haven't. Our goal this year is 1,000, so let's get to 1,000, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I have nothing else.
All right. We will catch y'all on February 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.
Also, happy birthday, Tasha. Bye.
Happy birthday. Bye-bye.